Hi there, my name is Hazel Robinson and I use she, her pronouns. I am a research assistant for this project, Swell Petit, and in this video we're going to explore transformation in queer joy through jewelry making with Shrinky Dinks. For this project, you will need the Shrinky paper included in your kit from us, or you can use number 6 plastic for this material. This is a good tip if you run out of the Shrinky paper and you want to do this project again. Number 6 plastic includes red solo cups, like the one I'm going to use, or CD lids. To determine if a piece of plastic is number 6, look for this symbol somewhere on the plastic. But for today, you can just use the Shrinky paper from your kit as you learn how to do this project. Other materials you will need are permanent markers like Sharpies, glue, parchment paper, scissors or an X-Acto knife, earring hooks, necklace chains, or keychain rings. That's depending on what you'd like to make. And you may also want to gather some paper and pencils to help with your design planning. As you brainstorm your jewelry or keychain designs, think about our prompt, transformation. So much of being queer is about self-discovery and change, which can be really exciting and create beautiful results, just like how our jewelry goes into the oven and transforms into something beautiful to bring us joy. If you're having trouble brainstorming, some things you can think about are if you could transform into anyone or anything, what would you want to be? A character from your favorite book or movie that goes through changes or transformations? How would you like to be when you grow up? You can think about your best friend or something that makes you happy that you want to wear or bring along on a keychain. You can plan your design and draw it on regular paper and then trace onto your Shrinky film paper by placing it on top of the normal paper. Remember, our designs will shrink down 3 times from their original size, so make your designs big and bold. Darker colors show up the best. Once you're happy with your design, carefully cut it out to your desired shape. And if you're making a keychain or necklace, now is the time to use a hole punch before baking so you can attach them to the keychain or the jewelry piece later. If you're making earrings, you can just use glue to attach them after baking, so you don't need to punch a hole right now. When you're ready to bake your piece with the help of an adult, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and prepare your baking sheet. Here's a tip. If you have parchment paper or foil, place your plastic design in a folded piece of it to prevent sticking and make flattening it easier. Now it's time to bake our designs and watch the transformation magic happen. Place them in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes and keep an eye on them while they're in there. You can see them curl up and change as they shrink and then flatten out of it. Be careful when they come out of the oven, they will be very hot. So you can use a book or a glass like I use to flatten them out while they're still hot, and then they'll cool down and harden pretty quickly. Once cooled, you can add the keychain loop or the jewelry that you're going to make using a pair of pliers or another tool, or you can use super glue to attach your designs to the earrings. Here is my finished design that I made into a keychain. I hope you have fun creating and thinking about our prompt transformation. If and when you're ready to share, you can email a photo of your finished product to casey.burkholder@concordia.ca. You can also send Casey an email if you run into any challenges with this project and you have questions.